spotted a hostile soldier in your AO. Over.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. We are back with another BF3. We're going to be hanging out tonight, try to get the server going. Hopefully we get some games in tonight. I do want to get some regular games in tonight, so hopefully we don't get any players that are disruptive. I just want to play some regular games, so no disruption. You know who you are, so. I know it right there. Yeah, bro, just be patient, man. It's coming. Don't even worry, it's coming. The Xbox stream is coming. All right, don't even worry, it's coming.
We've neutralized the objective.
So I made some adjustments to my controller, actually. I still need to make some adjustments. There's some things I want to test out with this controller. Yeah, I'm actually able to. I still need to change the dead zones. I'm able to change the dead zones for the right trigger and the left trigger. I kind of want to test it out and see if I could. If there was a way to make a way to make it more easier rapid fire. You know, not literally a rapid fire, but you know, make it where you can find a good sweet spot for the N94.
I've spotted a hostile soldier. Over.
Leo, what's up? Big Cat, what's up? You said BF3 intro never gets old. It's still a really good intro.
Pick up the first aid.
I forgot. I forgot I changed my crouch button to one of the back buttons. Yeah, so I changed my crouch to the back button so I can do this. So hopefully I can practice, especially in like close engagements. It definitely helps. Oh, that was a bad habit. It's a bad habit. You said someone D-ranked you, but yeah, but it's not a permanent thing though. It's not a permanent thing. They can't permanently D-rank you, apparently. Bro, what? Bro, I dead ass straight up aimed on him. That's fine. Yeah, but you know, I think it should, if you restart the game, it should take you back to your regular level because they can't technically, they can lower your rank in the in-game, but it's not a permanent thing. Because when I spoke to the guy that talked about that, it's not it's only for that game that they do it. It's not a permanent thing. They can't make it permanent. From what I understand, they can only... Oh my god, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm like so used to my buttons being the other way around. So... I'm so used to my my buttons. Oh, it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to because this is crouch now, and then this used to be my crouch, is now my gadget. So it's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to. Yeah, bro, the hackers are pretty annoying.
We've neutralized the objective.
Really? Still level 1? Bro, that sucks. You know why they did that? See, that's why like that game is like, that's why you can't even play that game. It's not a game you can play like. You can't play. Oh shit. Game you really can't play.
Here's your first aid.
Seriously anymore. You know what I mean? You really can't play that game seriously. It's got too many hackers, right? Even on Xbox, still hackers. You know, unless you can find somebody, right, that knows how to mod or that has a modded Xbox, and maybe they can, because I think the only thing they can do is bring it to level 100. They can max it out to level 100, and I think that's all that they can do.
The objective has been taken.
Got your med kit.
Cause when I played Modern Warfare 3, that's what somebody did to my account that I didn't ask them to do, and they brought it to level 100, and they unlocked all the weapons that I didn't ask for. But you know, I guess it all depends. I don't know what happened. You know, did you get into it with somebody or? Oh, you joined a game that was hacked. Oh. Yeah, bro. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, usually you can tell if it's hacked or not. Yeah, see, bro, like that's the shit that sucks, man. Can't even like enjoy the game because you got.
Take that med kit. Pick it up.
See, for me, it doesn't even matter because my account's already low. It was already going to be level 1, so I just don't know how I feel about Call of Duty and stuff. I don't even think you can even contact Activision or anything. I don't think you can do anything about it. Like I said, bro, like a lot of these games, these older titles, have a poor reputation. There's no like actual there's no like there's no actual like there's no good system that should work like you know what I mean, like intended. It just doesn't work. Too many players, you know, they have that game completely broken, you know, and unfortunately it's just the state of what it is. You know, bro, I bet you money, bro, if they really wanted to, they could update the game and it would not have any hackers. If they really wanted to, that means like they could patch the game and then they would have to like, they can ban the account. And then if they wanted to, they could just like make the players, right? Oh my lord, I keep pressing the wrong button. If they wanted to, they could like, maybe I should just, I don't know. Maybe we should just remove that button. Button get me killed. Patch the game, you know, and or maybe do like a, I don't know, like a, well, they don't have to do an Xbox One patch. They can just patch the game. I don't know why they don't want to. You know, especially if they're gonna keep the game going. You know, it's still an active game, but whatever. I mean, the thing is, they can. Problem is they don't want to. That's the main issue, bro. They can, they just don't want to.
The objective has been neutralized.
Same thing with like, you know.
The objective has been taken.
Same thing with like Battlefield 3. If they really wanted to, bro, they could do another patch. They can do all that stuff. They just don't. They're just not going to. You know, and they could just re-release the game too. It's not like they don't. It's not like they have to like, you know. It's not like they have to like patch this version of the game. They could just re-release the game, you know. But they could just re-release the game, shut down these servers, and then just replace them with new ones. That's it. Yeah, but they should have gone with the rental server type of system, because the renting servers thing is gonna be your best method to kind of control that if it's an issue. But I mean, they could definitely fix the problem, especially on console. I think console has really like improved the anti-cheating. You know, I would say, like, you know, the PlayStation 3 is probably the last console where, you know, jailbreaking and has caused like such breach in security to the point where it's like people can use, like I said, real-time modding tools from a desktop computer via Bluetooth, right? They're able to do all these things, and then, bro, why y'all leave, man? I swear, dude, these guys always do that, man. I swear, bro. Like, you would think like they'd be down to play, but they're not even down to play. Like, I'd be willing to switch teams. They just don't want to see. Like, that's what I don't understand with some players. Like, I thought those guys would be better than that, but they don't even want to like. They don't even want to like at least play the strat. Like, at least play, like, do it. You know, like, it should be hard. I fucking play the strat. Played against the odds plenty of times. Reach, I'm gonna go to the left side. I'm gonna go left here. I would suggest going left. Like, you see this? Look.
The enemy now control all the objectives. I repeat, the enemy now control all the objectives.
Don't worry. Ignore him. Oh my lord, bro, I keep hitting the wrong button. That's all it is. I just keep pressing the wrong button, bro. That's really all it is. I keep pressing the wrong button. Like I said, bro, it's not like when you're playing like Metro, bro, like anytime you're playing Metro, bro, like if you don't have all the flags, your objective is to go grab Charlie and go through the left side through deployment. If you're gonna go through deployment, go to the left side. Alright, and then you're just gonna grab the objective and then
Get your med kit.
they're gonna show up soon.
Objective neutralized. Objective taken. I repeat, objective taken.
It's not like there's a lot of players anyways. Someone's on the point. Oh my lord. I was just trying to tell myself not to press the buttons there. And
Take your round, man.
We have neutralized the objective. Objective neutralized.
Zaberware, what's up, buddy? Said I'm watching and oh, you're watching an ad right now. I got you. Yo, what's up, No Slack Tanker? Hey, bro, did you try the new 2042 map? Did you try it yet? Alright, we got it.
Objective secured.
See, bro, it's not hard to get A. It's not hard to get A. It's not that many players. Alright, they're coming to the right side.
Hang in there. We need you back in.
They more than likely got a beacon over here or something. Yep. Yeah, they got a beacon over here.
The objective has been lost. I repeat, the objective has been lost.
Your man's over here.
Bro, he's not jumping. I don't know why he's not jumping. He said the map plays better, but it still feels lackluster. I thought the breakthrough was a lot better. It was way better. Excuse me. It's not just like just better. It was like way better. Like way better. Okay, see, look at that. That's all you gotta do, bro. Look at that. See, now we don't have to worry about the whatchamacallit, the little beacon, right?
Objective secured.
They're not gonna be coming up from up there. Yeah, they're still over there, but I'm capping this objective. They're gonna have to meet me right here.
Objective neutralized.
Yeah, I think the Conquest map, like when I was playing the Conquest map, it was very empty. It was not like there was not a lot going on in the Conquest department, which is not something that I particularly liked. because I like there to be more action. I'm not a big fan of like so I play Call of Duty Ghosts and Black Ops 1 because the ones are not, those are not hacked. Oh, I can get up there at the third floor thing.
The objective has been lost. I
Alright, we don't have any.
objective has been lost.
We don't have any. Spawn beacons unless they're somewhere else, but. And by the way, guys, I am playing on a PS5 controller. He's lucky I couldn't get my aim right on him. Like I would have had him. For some reason the thing didn't want to. So they have a beacon down below. They have a beacon like. Oh, I got a beacon right here. I got a beacon somewhere right here. Right here somewhere. Hold on, reach.
We have lost the objective. We have lost the objective.
I don't know if they have. I hear the beacon. It could be below. Oh my lord! Sorry guys. I keep. It's gonna be a hard habit to break, man. It's gonna be a hard habit to break. I might just remove that button because I probably don't even need it. I'm out of ammo. I think I have an ammo box over here. Only got one clip.
We have lost the objective.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because once they like spawn on the beacon, they could just, even though we destroy it, they could still spawn on somebody else and then just keep taking the beacon. Sometimes that's just what happens. They'll just keep taking it. Oh yeah, you unlock the FAMAS. The FAMAS is really good. It just has real high recoil speed. The thing is with the FAMAS is that you gotta know how to just burst fire with it. You don't necessarily have to like you don't necessarily have to like hold the trigger down or anything, you know. Yeah, just be better. Just go to Charlie.
Yeah, I got an enemy soldier.
Bro, how is he right there? He's probably spawned right there. Probably just spawned right there.
We have neutralized the objective. We have taken the objective.
The heck? Did you see where he threw that grenade? It's like one person.
Enemy
He's right
soldier
there.
spotted. Over.
We have lost the objective. I repeat, we have lost the objective. We have taken the objective.
Get your meds. Hang in there. I'll make sure you make it.
Sorry, bro. I couldn't revive you in
Go and get your
time.
med kit.
couldn't revive you because I had to focus on those guys. They're gonna take the point again. They're gonna keep taking the point.
Here's your first. Just keep breathing, man. Just keep breathing.
We have neutralized the objective.
Not your time yet, brother. I'm bringing you back.
I ran out of bullets. I need to equip the ammo because I don't have enough. I need ammo, bro. I can't do this without ammo. I need more ammo. Don't have enough ammo.
Objective is taken. I repeat, the objective is taken.
Meds over here.
Objective neutralized. Objective secured.
Frag out. Kick grenade.
He's going around.
We have taken the objective.
I'm gonna kill all of them.
We have neutralized the objective. Objective secured. I repeat, objective secured.
Bro, how is he one-shotting me? definitely put a beacon down.
Objective taken.
Probably put it in the house, more than likely. Nice try. Yeah, they're gonna take Charlie over anything else. They're not gonna grab any other objectives.
We have lost the objective. I repeat, the objective has been lost.
You said the FAMAS is awful. You just gotta know how to use it. The reload time's not really good, but Captain objective.
The objective has been taken.
Pick up your meds.
The objective has been lost.
Oh my lord! I keep pressing that stupid button. It's my fault. Keep pressing the wrong. I need to not make that a button or something. I don't know. I was thinking it would make more sense to just. Watch out. Hold on, this guy is gonna go straight back to A. He's so fucking gay, I swear to God. Can't fucking play the game any other way. He's like, I'm just gonna run away. That's my play style. Just gonna run away and place a beacon. But I can't play any other way except that like annoying ass little bitch. That's the only way they know how to play, bro. That's literally the only way they know how to play.
Medkit here.
Bro, he got so lucky. I pressed that stupid ass button I put right here. Oh my god, bro. He gets so lucky. He gets so fucking lucky. I'm not fucking. It's just muscle memory at this point, bro. It's just muscle memory. Once I get my muscle memory down, don't even worry.
Here's your medkit.
Wait until I get the muscle memory down.
Grenade out. Get your meds from here. Here.
So they got a beacon. They got a beacon, bro, on the front side. That's how they're playing it, which is fine. I mean, they can't play any other way. They don't know how to play any other way. That's the only way they know how to play. It's 3 against 1. That's their best tactic. Oh, it's right here. There you go. You know, I was gonna play Battlefield 2042 today if I wasn't gonna get any games. I was gonna just get just play 2042 because I was like, well, you know.
Here's your med kit.
Yeah, he's in here. I don't know how he's in here, but yeah, bro, they're inside here. On the other side. He must have jumped out.
The objective has been lost. I repeat, the objective has been lost.
Caught them all with the pants down, boy. Caught them lacking. Caught both of them lacking. I think they're coming over here. Something tells me they're coming over here.
The enemy now control all the objectives. I repeat, the enemy are controlling all the objectives. Let's get our shit together, for fuck's sake.
I mean, I heard it. I just don't know where it came, where the sound. Thought I heard it over here. Sometimes they put it like in between this. Hold on. One's going around.
Objective has been neutralized.
There you go. Good job. Man, cleared them all out. Yeah, there you look.
We have secured
Hostile
the
soldier
objective.
spotted.
I repeat,
Over.
we have secured the objective.
Come on, move out of the way. Come on, jump. He was just over here. You see how they play though? Like that's how they play.
Yeah, I've spotted an enemy soldier. Over.
We have lost the objective. I repeat, we have lost the objective.
Probably didn't put a beacon over here.
Enemy now in control of all objectives. I repeat, enemy now in control of all the objectives.
I mean, if you want to be on the other team, bro, you just let me know. I mean, you can be on the other team if you like. I was just trying to make it because I'm looking at that team and they're not doing too hot. You know what I mean? So they can't be having an excuse. You know what I mean? Like, if you leave the game, it's 2 against 3. So I'm willing to play handicap just because I'd rather get the game started, and I give you guys the advantage. But you know what I mean? If anybody dips out, it's like, listen, man, look at your play style. I mean,
Has been neutralized.
you know, not you in particular, but I'm just saying, like, you know, some of these guys on the other team, you know, they're just he has to be like 1 or 2 shots. He's right by the door. Yeah, because he probably like respawned over there. I was just hoping that the game, you know, someone would join, but the problem is, bro, I'm not trying to play with some of these other clowns. There's some people, bro, I don't even want to be associated with.
Get your men. Enemy soldier spotted. Over.
We have taken the objective. The objective is secured.
It's really not even, there's really no point to even take. Really no point to even take A anymore, because they're just going to keep playing like a bunch of hoe asses. Or that one guy is going to just keep taking A. So, just might as well just keep doing what we did before, just fight for Charlie and Bravo.
Your meds over here.
We have neutralized the objective.
Alright, well, they're going to have to run over here because they better go on the other side.
Objective taken.
Yep, right here, right here, right here, right here. I have reach go on that side, I'm gonna go this way. They got a beacon.
Yeah, I spotted an enemy soldier. Over.
The objective has been lost. The objective has been lost.
Gotta get in the habit of crouching like this.
We have taken the objective.
Enemy soldier spotted. Over. meds.
What? Come on, man. Oh, Lord.
Stand back, I'm gonna light these motherfuckers up.
That should have been mine. I should have hit him with the Magnum. That's my fault. That should have been an easy kill. Easy Magnum kill.
Hang in there, we need you back in action.
Hold on, one's coming around here. The recon is over here somewhere. Yeah, what I tell you? So I keep not pressing that button. It's gonna be hard to. Gotta switch my brain, bro. I gotta switch my brain.
We have lost the objective. We have lost the objective.
Enemy soldier spotted, over.
The enemy now hold all the objectives. Do you read me? The enemy now hold all the objectives.
You gonna fucking dying on me, man.
No. Oh, I keep hitting that, bro. Oh man. Like I said, bro, I keep doing it on accident. It's an accident. It's an accident.
Yeah, I've spotted an enemy soldier, over.
You said the FAMAS is great in Battlefield 4. Yeah, well, it's a lot better. They definitely dialed it back a little bit in comparison to what they were doing before, so.
Shit, the enemy now control all the objectives. Do you read me? The enemy now control all the objectives. What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
See, we could have had a game if Vignola actually stayed in the game. Those guys don't ever want to, like... Nobody really wants to, like, play, like... They really don't want to play handicap. It is what it is. I mean, the thing is,
Spotted an enemy soldier, over.
people always talk about, like, oh, they like playing against the losing team. And it's like, okay, well, so you like playing against a losing team. God damn it, dude. I can't stand, like, not being able to jump over these spots. I get stuck.
The enemy now controls all objectives. Do you hear me? The enemy now controls all objectives.
retreat. Bro, you can't retreat from the fun.
Hey, pick up the round!
There you go, right here.
We have taken.
Hostile soldier spotted.
We have taken the objective.
I don't know if he put a beacon somewhere, but yeah, he just put one of those. Oh shit.
Pick up your meds!
Oh, too quick, too easy's here. Oh, I appreciate it. Like I said, bro, too quick, too easy. I appreciate it, man.
Objective neutralized. We have taken the objective. The objective is secured. We have lost the objective. I repeat, we have lost the objective.
Come and get your med kit!
Objective secured. I repeat, objective secured.
over here. Throwing a grenade!
Objective lost. I repeat, the objective has been lost.
Bro, these guys are like so annoying. These guys are like playing like true whole asses. That's fine. They can have a. I'm not gonna trip about it. Yo, what's up, Travis? Hey, what's up, buddy? I saw your comment earlier. I forgot to say what's up.
Objective is taken. I repeat, the objective is taken.
Bro, grab. Get his ass. There you go. Get him. Yeah, well, some of those guys are being kind of annoying with the constantly taking A. Oh, I'm doing good, bro. I was just trying to get some games, man, on Metro. I just want to practice controller a bit more. I changed some settings on my controller, on the PS5 controller. And I'm playing the controller wired. I was playing wireless. And I decided to kind of switch it up on the button layout a little bit. You said there's wired controllers? Didn't know. Yeah, well, you can wire any of the PlayStation controllers into a PS3 and it'll work. You can use a PS4 controller, you can use a PS5 controller. You can wire it directly. You don't have to do any setting up or anything. It's already like up. The firmware update supports the DualSense, the DS5 controllers, and DS4. If you wanted to use those controllers, I have the, what do you call it, the DualSense Edge, which is that new PS5 like Pro controller.
Objective neutralized.
So that's what I'm using. I'm using the PS5 DualSense Edge controller, which is it's a really nice controller, by the way. If you've seen it, like, it's really nice. You have a lot of like customizable settings with the controller that you normally wouldn't be able to get unless you buy like like we were talking about that the last time. The Brook Wingman XE2. If you buy one of those, you can get some like button remapping functionality with any controller. So
Objective neutralized.
you said PS4 controller super nice, but PS3 just nostalgic. I have a PS3 controller in red and white. Oh, nice. I have a PS3 controller. I just don't use it. I prefer not to use it because they're kind of expensive controllers. And plus, I'm never really attached like how some people are with the PS3 controller. So I'm not a what do you call it? I'm not a purist when it comes to like a controller like the DS3. Like, it's a great controller. There are actually some more controllers coming out. There's more controllers coming out for DS3 that will support the 6-axis. So I have 6-axis support. I forgot the name of the company that makes them.
Objective lost. I repeat.
I think it's like the Brawl. It's called the Brawl controller. It's supposed to be more like, I think it's supposed to be set up, I want to say like a kind of like an Xbox controller, but I forgot the name of it. He said,
We have taken the
he
objective.
said, wow,
I
that dude
repeat,
was
we
shaking
have
his
taken
head.
the objective.
No, he said, who was shaking their head? What are you talking about? I think Too Quick Too Easy got disconnected.
We have neutralized the objective.
Oh, the hello friend? I mean, bro, I would be pissed too, bro. If I was 25 and 52, I'd be pretty salty.
The objective
I would
has
be
been
right
secured.
there, bro. I mean, I'd be pretty upset. He said, did you hear about a Street Fighter tournament was going on? Someone had nude mod. Oh, yeah, I know, dude. I saw the clip. And you know what? That's what they get. Because that's what that game's freaking full of, bro. A bunch of pervs and shit. Fucking game's full of pervs. All those guys. That's why I don't like the new Street Fighter, bro. It's just, it's too much. It's too catered to like all these thirsty ass players, bro. Like they want to like put all these like, they want to over sexualize all the characters. I mean, look, that's fine. I get it. Like I understand like some of the characters, they're like that, right? I'm fine with it, but you know what I mean? Like that's the whole thing with they did in Street Fighter 5. I mean, they had all the characters, like with, especially all the female characters, they had like millions of costumes, bro. They had millions of costumes to choose from. So it's like, y'all made the game to be that way, and then, you know, y'all wanted to like over-sexualize the characters, and that's what you guys ended up getting. You know what I mean? Like, you made that exact game, and that's how it is, you know? So I'm not really particularly surprised that somebody screwed up like and that goes on the guy who was hosting the tournament, because the guy that was hosting that tournament, he had those nude mods on his computer, right? And like a dumbass, he didn't fucking double check or make sure he wasn't running any nude mods. Like, what? I mean, why would you run any nude mods to begin with anyways? Like, it's so dumb. I don't know. I'm not really like one person to like run any mods on my fighting games, unless like the only, like, and I'll be honest with you guys, the only game that I ran mods on was like in Street Fighter 4 for like some of like, you know, some of the characters for like Ken and Guy and stuff, but like that was just to kind of see how it looked. That was it. I never used them in online tournaments. I never used them. I always like just to check it out and then removed it. Like there was no intention to keep it you know, active. And then like in Dragon Ball FighterZ, right? Dragon Ball FighterZ had a lot of cool mods, you know, like a lot of like the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta mods, Super Saiyan 4 Goku mods and stuff, like, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and all that stuff. Like, yeah, like stuff like that, yeah, I definitely want to try it out. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool, you know, some of the cool mods that are in the game. But you know, but the thing is, you can't use those mods online. You have to like, you have to remove the mods before you can play online. So, you know, they were cool little aesthetic mods if you wanted to make like a combo video, or if you wanted to do something and, you know, maybe play offline. You know, you can play offline and do it. But that's the thing with like Street Fighter 6 and Street Fighter 5, you were able to like run mods and play online, you know. So you said you're lagging a lot, bro. You gotta get off that Wi-Fi, bro. You need to stop using that Wi-Fi internet. You gotta get off that Wi-Fi, my guy. Can't tell if there's one below me or.
We have lost the objective. I repeat, we have lost the objective.
I want to say it's below. Because I don't think these guys know how to do the third floor.
We have taken the objective.
Sometimes I put it right here. Yeah, they put it like right here. See, like anytime you see this tree down here, if you see anyone blow this tree up, just know like that's the perfect hiding spot for a radio beacon. But that's usually the spot that they're always gonna put it in. Most obvious spot, at least.
Yeah, I spotted an enemy soldier. Over.
The objective has been lost. I repeat, the objective has been lost. The objective has been secured. I repeat, the objective has been secured.
Oh.
Get your med kit.
We have lost the objective. I repeat, the objective has been lost. The objective has been lost. I repeat, the objective has been lost. Objective secured. We have neutralized the objective.
Enemy soldier spotted. Over.
Objective taken. We now hold all the objectives. Let's maintain this position.
No, I'm trying to push these fools now. Now we got them exactly where we want them. Got them backed up nicely into a corner now. Alright, now they're gonna have to really sneak past us.
We objectives. I repeat, all the objectives are now held.
Yeah, probably at a beacon somewhere.
We have lost the objective. I repeat, we have lost the objective. The objective has been taken.
Right over here, watch out. On my body. Get his bitch ass. Get his bitch ass. I'll take my kit. Let's see if I can.
We have neutralized the objective. We have neutralized the objective. We have taken the objective.
Here's your man. Enemy soldier spotted. Over.
He decided to not even. decided not to engage.
We have lost the objective. I repeat, we
Decided
have
to
lost
run
the
away.
objective.
Which is a smart move. Which is a smart move. You see, like, sometimes, bro, you don't want to always engage in a firefight. Sometimes it's better to actually not engage. They're coming around the corner here.
Objective taken. I repeat, objective taken.
There's one in the corner, watch out.
Get your meds. Here are your meds.
Well, my man straight with a retreat. He said, I'm leaving, bro. He said, you ain't gonna catch me. He said, you can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Objective neutralized. Help! Help!
Oh man, you gotta grab him, bro. He's going the wrong way. Go grab him. He's definitely had a, well, he had a beacon below us, but
Enemy spotted. Over.
Fuck, I'm taking fire! I'm gonna fuck him up! We have lost the objective. I repeat, we have lost the objective.
and get your meds.
Bro, I put the damn beacon there. It didn't even show him pulling up.
God damn it, that's a grenade!
Hey Xavier, change your perk to cover
Damn, right here!
if you can. Yeah, it's like I gotta get headshots, bro. That's the only way I'm gonna shut that guy down, because shotgun is so cheap. If you get suppressed on top of you know, getting potentially headshotted or one-shotted, chances of getting one-shotted are high. I mean, I could play Recon, and just always know where they are, but it's like, that's fine. I'm gonna pick Recon, just so we can just kind of get away from this whole oh shit. Bro, I couldn't even pick my weapon didn't even load in. Come on. Bro, my weapon didn't even load in. What kind of bullshit is that? Fucking retarded ass game. He's gonna run. You got nowhere else to go. Bro, come on, should have gave that to me. Don't even worry about it, Chief. They're right here, so I know exactly where they're coming. Make sure I pay attention to the map this time. I know exactly when they're coming up the stairs.
Objective has been neutralized.
There we go.
Objective taken. I repeat, objective taken. I'm pinned, I need help! Stay clear for the fire!
Yeah, I didn't want to pick the JN90 to begin with, but it's fine. I was trying to pick different. I was trying to pick the MP7. over here somewhere. I don't know why that. No, sorry, Bob. No. He tried. I don't know where he's putting the beacon at. Over here. Oh, he found it. He found it. It's over there.
Guys, spotted an enemy soldier, over.
We have lost the objective. I repeat, we have lost the objective.
Don't worry, I got you. Bro, you know that guy's mashing the button, bro. He's mashing the button to like... Bro, somebody get this bitch ass right here, dude. Oh my god, this guy is so annoying. Oh my god, dude.
Objective has been neutralized.
Exactly where his ass is, bro. As soon as he's right here.
We
There
have
you go.
taken the objective. I repeat, we have
Right
taken
here.
the objective.
Got him cornered. Got him cornered. Alright, that's it, bro. That's it, boys. That's it. Now they're screwed. Now we just push them. Push them. Push them to the corner. Push them to the corner.
Objective neutralized.
I'm looking for that teabag guy, because that's the guy. That's the problem right there. That's the rat. He might just ignore me and just run over here.
We have taken the objective. We now hold all the objectives. Let's maintain this, and then we can be done with this, okay?
Okay, he's over here. No, he's not where I thought he would be. Alright, that's it, bro. That's it, man. We're pretty much gonna have to go. Oh, let me go this way. They're trying to go upstairs. He got him. Good shit.
All the objectives are now ours. Let's maintain this position, and then we can go.
I need ammo.
I need ammo.
Yeah, see, they're not coming over here. Someone managed to sneak through, which I don't know how that they snuck through, but it is what it is.
Objective lost. I repeat, objective lost.
Yeah, I've got an enemy soldier.
We have neutralized the objective. Objective taken. We have taken all the objectives. Let's keep this up. Let's maintain it. Yeah? Let's finish this. The objective has been lost. I repeat, we have lost the objective.
Gonna tell us if they're coming from over there or not. That's one of the good things about this MP7 is there's not like a lot of recoil, so
We have neutralized the
pretty
objective.
stable, and you can just hip fire it.
Objective secured.
You said hurry?
We got me pinned down over here.
Bitch ass. He's probably gonna. Sorry, I couldn't. He took your kit. Couldn't revive you.
The objective has been secured. I repeat, the objective has been secured. We now hold all the objectives. Let's maintain this position.
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. He knows what we're trying to check over there. Real question is, where's the other guy? Because there's another player, but
We have lost the objective. I repeat, we have lost the objective. Grenade out! God damn it, help me out! We have lost the objective. The objective has been taken.
And why do they use it? I mean, they just use it. I mean, it's the weapon of their choice.
The
spotted. Over.
Put it over here somewhere.
The objective has been secured.
Yeah, or you put it in the house. You put it in the house. Bro, oh man, I had him right there. Get him, bro, get him. Because he's got a beacon like over here somewhere. It's over here somewhere. I just don't know where. Could have it in that little corner over there. Go that way. I'm gonna go this way because, well, my man's playing my man's trying to play Tom and Jerry. We're playing two different games. One of these guys playing Tom and Jerry, and we're playing Battlefield.
Objective. I repeat, we have lost the objective.
Oh, he's right here. Hold on, we're coming.
Objective is taken. I repeat, the objective is taken.
He's gonna have to spawn somewhere else. He's gonna have to spawn somewhere else. We're about to get blasted.
We have lost the objective. I repeat, we have lost the objective.
Hostile soldier spotted. Over.
Okay. Nice try. Nice try, man. Nice try.
We have neutralized the objective.
Bro, I don't know. Bro, these guys are like little rats. They're just little rats. It's all good. Not a big deal. I'm just playing real annoying. Yeah, that's just how they play though. Like they're like they won't grab like they won't go for Bravo because they're just gonna grab A instead. I know, dude. The amount of spawn beacons. I mean, that's fine though. You know what I mean? Like, they're just, it's ridiculous. Because one will spawn on the other, and then they'll just keep throwing spawn beacons down. And they're just, you know, they're playing Tom and Jerry. You know how it is. Tom and Jerry. You know, that's a weird playstyle, but it's an effective playstyle, though. It does work. It's not a playstyle that I'm really into. That guy's always in that same corner. Yeah, see, like one of them's gonna spawn on the other. They're definitely hiding. They're playing hide and seek, you know. Hide and seek. See what I tell you. Hide and seek. Yo, what's up, Legal Rocker? He says, just a quick update. Lemon Zester is going to revive Xbox DFWReset community. I mean, listen, man. Lemon Jester says a lot of things, alright? Lemon Jester says a lot of things, alright? The one thing he needs to do is, you know, the thing is this, bro. Like, you know, he's really good at the game. But, like, if you're gonna play those games, like, what are you gonna be bringing... If you're gonna be trying to revive the community, like, what exactly are you trying to do? Like, what is your manifesto? Like, you gotta, like, be pretty clear with what you're gonna be trying to accomplish, right? Like, what is he trying to accomplish, right? He has not... I've talked to him about him saying, oh, yeah, you know... you know what I mean? He always says, like, I'm working on something. And then I'm like, oh, okay, cool, what is it? And then he just doesn't tell you what it is. So it's like, alright, well, that's fine. It's like, you know, I could tell you, look, the recipe for a community is just, you know, playing games with people, facilitating games, you know, maybe run your own server, and then play with the players that want to play with you. That's it. But it's gonna be hard because I'll say this, man. A lot of people, bro, like this is the biggest issue, and I'll be honest with you guys. He said he's gonna do what now? Yeah. So I want to say this. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There's gonna be issues because, and then this is the thing though. There's a lot of drama a lot of times amongst the players, right? There's a lot of things that are not, you don't know a lot of the truths, right? You know, it's just like on Battlefield 3, and it's very similar on Xbox. It's like on PS3, same thing on Xbox, right? You know, you're gonna have these cliques, right? You always have these cliques of people, right? You can call them clans. It's irrelevant. Clans are irrelevant. Everybody's in a clique, you know. It's like you have these little cliques, believe it or not, all right? But that's usually how it is. You know what I mean? I even have my own clique, but I try not to put myself in a situation where I'm in a clique. I don't want to be put in a clique, right? So I have to distance myself a lot of times from players. And I think if you're gonna run some type of business like that, because that's what you're trying to do, is run a business of bringing a community together, right? And you know, even if it's a non-profit business, right? It can be non-profit, or it can be funded by the community, right? My point is that, you know, you're gonna have these cliques, and it's gonna be very difficult to be on the right side. You're never gonna be on the right side. So, like, I can give you an example, right? So if I'm friends with Arm, right, which is a very controversial player, okay, and let me just say this. Let me just give you guys a little history and everything so you guys can understand. And for the viewers, it's good content for you guys to listen so you understand the current situation, current information, the current drama of what is Battlefield 3 and all that garbage. So, you know, there's players that are very controversial, players, and people do not believe that. Sorry, my bad. So there's people there are people like for example Arm, right? And some of the ISG guys, right? They don't think he's legit. There's some that do think he's legit. Nobody knows the answer, right? Nobody knows the answer, right? It's all hearsay. You know what I mean? Some people are like, oh, I got evidence, right? There's a lot of backstabbing. There's a lot of befriending involved. So, you know what I mean? Like, there are these cliques of people that you're going to have to deal with, and they're going to play together. And to me, it's unnecessary drama. I don't like that. You know what I mean? But that's the shit that I have to kind of juggle, and I have to kind of cut it off. You know what I mean? But because I cut it off, now nobody wants to play with me. Because they're all best friends in reality, but they all also like hate each other. So it's like you have this clique of people that talk shit to each other. They're like frenemies, right? And at the same time, it's like they you know, they all like try to get back at each other in some way, shape, or form. Either by banning each other because they have server admin rights in other people's server, like for example my server, right? So they do this little game of befriending, right? I already picked up on it, so I already know this is what it is. They go around in a circle and they befriend server admins, and they get server rights, and then they try to, you know, play with you. They try to like say they're gonna, they want to, you know, they want to make sure they want to not have any hackers, right? They're gonna watch out for the hackers, right? And for the most part, they'll do that. But there are things that when I have experienced with these individuals that they do things in secret, right? for example, they have multiple accounts. They like sharing accounts, right? So if, say, I didn't want somebody banned, or if I didn't want someone playing, well, that person would find a way to get another account, right? Just to try to play on the server, right? But the thing is this, when you know somebody's play style, you're gonna know it's them. It's not a question of, oh, is it? A lot of times, more than likely, 9 out of 10 times it is.
Your meds over here.
This is the way it is. So a lot of times, man, what's unfortunate is that, hey, man, sometimes you gotta cut it off, bro. You gotta cut you gotta nip it in the bud, bro, and that's essentially what I have to do.
Frag out.
Gotta nip it in the bud, and I don't appreciate it, bro, because there's a lot of like devious behavior. You know what I mean? No one's being honest with you. You know, and that's the thing, though. You shouldn't be like, and this is something that I've learned growing up. You shouldn't trust anybody. You know what I mean? Like anyone you meet outside of your home, that's outside of your family, okay? They don't deserve your trust. They don't earn. They don't. They're not really gonna even give it to you anyway. They'll pretend like they're gonna give it to you, but they find a way to, you know, mishandle it. Best way to say it. They always find a way to mishandle it. And one of the things that I've learned, it's like none of these people are very trustworthy. You know, they act like they're in the business of helping you out, but that's not the case. You know, and maybe this is for them to understand where I'm coming from, so they can understand. But it's like I'm in the business here of like trying to prevent players from cheating while facilitating games where, you know, there is going to be some level of balance, but I need people to understand that and respect it. So, like I said, loyalty is very hard to find when it comes to the BF3 community. And this is going to more than likely translate to Xbox, because as you already know, like, you know, Lemon Jester, he's a very, you know what I mean, controversial person, you know what I mean? First and foremost, like, the guy makes videos about me, right? He makes videos about me. So, and he's like, oh, but you banned me. It's like, well, of course I did, because you want to mock me. It's like, why should I let you play on my server and allow you to mock me, right? It doesn't work like that, right? So, if you continue to make videos, or you still have the videos up, then I'm not gonna let you play on the server. I mean, I'm sorry if you don't like that, but you don't own the server. But his ideology is all the servers are for everybody, and it's like, unfortunately, that's not how it works, because that's not how it was ever advertised. You know, if you go watch the BF3 rent a server commercial, the commercial clearly states, play by your own rules. That's the whole spiel of the advertisement, right? You pay the money, you can run whatever you want, and that's how it works. You know, people can run Metro, which is a premium, right? Not everybody can you know, just start playing Metro. You can't go to a DICE server and immediately start playing Metro. It doesn't work like that. You know, EA may host a server, and they'll have all the Conquest maps at 100%, but you know, if you're lucky, you'll be able to play a Metro game and maybe have a decent game, or it'll be an unbalanced mess, or you'll have someone doing the third floor ceiling glitch, or the ceiling glitch above here, and C4ing you guys, or you'll have someone using one shot and they'll be cheating, and then there's no admin.
Spotted over.
There's no admin to ban, right? So you're in a bad situation, you know?
Can't go anywhere.
You're in a bad situation, right? Oh, you said who is controversial? Well, some of the players that I was talking about, like ARM, Arm is the guy that's Black Eagles or Black Eagle or whatever everybody calls them. Black Eagles, Arm, also goes by Armenian Star, he has a lot of accounts. We'll just say that. Has a lot of accounts. So
Get your meds.
but he's not any different from, you know, like people like Lemon Jester and stuff like that, because that's literally, they don't own any servers. That's the thing. That's the one thing they have in common. Like they're good at the game, right? That's the one thing they got in common. They're good at the game. They don't own any servers, right? But they want to like complain and dictate to like how the servers should be ran. And it's like, well, that's not how it works. I mean, listen, if you're a co-owner, right? Or yeah, co-owner on the lease, right? Maybe you're like, hey, I'm paying $30 and then the other guy's going to pay 30, right? Then yeah, you could be co-owner, but like if that's not the guidelines to the contract or the, you know, the agreement, the verbal agreement you guys you know, have together, then, you know what I mean, like, you got to negotiate that. You got to be very clear with your intent as far as like, hey, we're gonna rent the server and I'm going to be a server admin and this is what I want, right? This is how it goes, right? But you know, every time I've played with Lemon Jester, right, you know what he does? He'll target me on purpose, right? He'll join the game. And then he will not play the game on purpose, right? On purpose, he will not play, and then he'll wait to switch teams, right? He'll switch teams, right, to play with his homies. He won't admit it because that's just the way he is, which is fine, right? Because it's not like it was a one-time thing where it was like, okay, well, yeah, he switched one time because quote unquote he was helping, right? Quote unquote, like helping the other team, right? That's usually the excuse, right? It's like I was helping the other team, right? But then I go play on another server, and then what does he do? He does the same thing. He switches teams. And then I go to another server, and what does he do? He switches teams, right? It's okay. Third time, it's not a coincidence. Fourth time, come on, guy. You know what I mean? You're purposely, and plus it's not even me saying it too. It's other players too. It's other players that play him. They're like, oh, this guy's always on the winning team, or he's always switching teams, right? But if you listen to him talk, right, the evidence is in the videos he posts. Like, if you listen to the way he speaks and the way he talks about, like, oh, this is what I think, you know, you listen to him rant about why he thinks Battlefield 3 is no good, and right, or why people are leaving or not staying or they're not playing the game as much. And it's like, bro, it's not a good reason. I mean, yeah, nobody wants base rape, right? But it's like, what are you doing to facilitate a solution, you know? But he doesn't have an answer, you know? And I know the answer. The answer is simple, bro. You facilitate by hosting your own games. That's all. That's all you do, bro. You just host your own games, and that's it. And then you do your own balancing, right? You make it pleasant for the people or like your customers, right? Think of it that way as a business, right? They're your customers. The people will come in here, and then when they're playing, if they're having a good time, guess what? They're going to want to come back and play again, right? If you facilitate a good time, they're going to come back and play. That's just how it is. But, you know what I mean? If there's too much rebalancing and there's too much, like, you know, one-sided victories and all this stuff, then people are going to catch on to it, and they'll be like, okay, well, you know, this guy, you know, he just always wants to stack his teams, right? But guess what? There's people who like play on servers where the teams are always stacked, right? And people will continue. They're a gluttony for pain, right? They're a gluttony for pain, bro. They love making the same mistake, right? So they'll go play on the server that they know is going to be unstacked, and if they're lucky, they won't have to deal with being on the losing team so bad, right? But you know, on console, it's a little bit different because you have players that, you know, they have kind of like a lazy mentality. You know, they have this mentality where they just feel like they're like, oh, I just want to play some games. I don't really care. I don't want to wait. So they just go and play in a server that's full. They'll go play in the DICE servers, DF3 Classic. They'll just quick match. They don't give a shit. They're just like, well, I don't care about quality. I'll just play with the game that has the cheater, the one-shot player in there. You know what I mean? And they're not getting the best Battlefield experience, in my opinion. All right, in my opinion. Like, I feel like if you want to have games in the quality of like PC, then you join a server that like my server, for example, right? And I cater to the US players. I'm gonna be very clear with that. I'm gonna be very, very clear. I cater to the US players. So if there's any US players, I will make sure that, you know, they're able to have a good time, okay? Because that's the whole thing. I'm in the US, I'm gonna cater to them. Am I gonna be nice to the international players? Yes, I'm gonna play nice with them, but also, like, you know, I have this say, it's like, hey, don't overstay your welcome. You know what I mean? If you lag, you know what I mean, and they know, those people know. It's like if you're on some Mickey Mouse Wi-Fi connection, right? You're using mobile data, and it's like you're lagging and you're making it unpleasant for a lot of people. Then yeah, bro, you know what's up. You know, don't act brand new. Don't act mint condition right out of the box like you didn't know about it. All right, you know what connection you got. You know what connection you got, bro. Ain't nobody got to figure it
Get
out.
your med kit.
You know what your connection is.
Enemy soldier spotted. Over.
Fuck, I'm taking fire!
Like, you know what connection you got, bro. Don't play. He said, but why does he play? He said, why does he play Battlefield 3? Because he likes the game. It's one of his favorite games. He's been playing it since the game came out. A lot of people have been playing the game since it came out.
We have taken the objective.
But look, this is how I see it, man. Look, if you want to bring the community together, I'll say this, bro. Look, I don't mind trying to bring people together, because that's always what I'm gonna try to do. I'm always gonna try to hang out with people, talk to them. I'm gonna try to talk to them like, you know what I mean, like a normal person, right?
Yeah, I spotted an enemy soldier. Over.
I'm gonna talk to them like a normal person, right? And that's it. We'll have cool conversations. We'll have common interests. And I feel like you gotta do that. You gotta be engaged to an extent with the community. But obviously, like with some like like I said, some members, bro. Like that's what I was saying. It's kind of cliquey, right? So, you know, not everyone's gonna like you, especially not everyone's gonna like your playstyle, right? People are not gonna agree with your playstyle. That's just the fact of the matter, right? People gonna be like, "Oh, the guy's a cheater," right? And if you're associated with those players, guess what? You're already discredited. They already discredit you. So it's a tough line to follow, right? It's a fine line. So you're gonna always not win, right? You gotta have to try to like kind of make the right choices in general, right? That's why a lot of times I prefer to have players that are more casual, because they're not so serious about it. You know what I mean? You know, I don't care. Like, I don't mind if you're an admin either, as long as, you know, we understand like what we're doing together, running a server and trying to manage players, right? We're trying to keep the server active and busy, but you know, the thing that sucks the most is, you know, you have very few people that are, like I said, loyal admins that'll come and help you out, or you know what I mean, like they're actually there to support you, you know. And for the most part they will do it, but there's some people, bro, like on Xbox I had experience where, you know, there was people that were admins, bro, and they would switch teams, stack the teams, you know, and I would tell them before they became admin, I said, hey, listen, man, like you gotta balance the games. right? They would go and steal the vehicles. They would, you know what I mean? Like, it was just a big dilemma on Xbox, and you know, I had to like remove players, right? I had to remove them from admin, and they would ask, and you know, I have to have that conversation with them. It's like, hey man, I didn't want to have to do it, but you kind of gave me no choice, you know. Kind of gave me no choice. But I think like if you're gonna have the community, that type of situation, I mean,
We have neutralized the
like I
objective.
said, bro, you gotta have a Discord. You know what I mean? You gotta find a way to make sure you can like communicate with people. Try to be like at least like resourceful, right? I try to provide everything for everybody in a nice,
Secured.
easy to do, like easy place to go to. If you want to check, like for example, you want to change your field of view, I got all that information in the Discord, so you don't have to do no searching except for go in the Discord, and everything is in one spot. If you need help to change your field of view, I offer it for you, right? I will help you change your field of view if that's the case, right? I will make it as easy as possible, right? So, you know what I mean? You have to like, you know, what are you doing for the community, right? Are you teaching the community, right? Are you teaching players?
Got spotted an enemy soldier, over.
Or are you calling everybody a bot, right? Are you constantly insulting the player base? He said, I would ask if I could be an admin, but I never consistently online. I only have experience at Discord mod. Yeah, bro. I mean, look, I wouldn't recommend unless you were gonna be on the game a lot, and that's why I try to get the players that are on here more often. But like I said, it's hard to get people that are loyal to you and not playing games, not being disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like it when people go out of their own way and they change things and they don't change things back, you know, or they don't ask for permission. It's like, bro, it's like, don't take the keys to the car, bro. You can't take no keys to the car yet unless you ask me, right? So it's like, to me, I don't like that, and it's kind of a breach in trust. You know, you're making, like, people will intentionally sabotage, you know, their own success or their own relationships, right? They'll just unintentionally sabotage it, right? They're like, they'll do it unintentionally, and it's like, well, you know, I give people multiple chances too. It's not that I only give one person one shot and then that's it, bro. It's like, I'll give you an example, like Kase, for example. I don't know how many, bro, I had people telling me to stop giving them chances. You know what I mean? I had people saying, listen, man, you're a nice guy, and I get it. But, you know what I mean? He's too far gone. He's not, you can't save the boat. The Titanic's gonna sink, bro. There's no saving it, right? So, like, with some people, that's how it is, you know? You gotta know that, you know, you come at a crossroads, and that's what it is. It's like, you gotta go one way, or I gotta go the other way. You know? And if you want to keep going that way, and I already told you, hey, man, if you go that path, this is what's gonna happen, right? But, you know, to each their own, man. But, like, some people, they feel like they're entitled to they have the entitlement to be like, oh, I should be able to play on your server, right? But I can't behave when you're streaming, right? I can't behave when you have a Discord. I can't behave when people are talking to me and I have to talk, you know, disrespectfully, right? After I've been told, hey, don't do that. Hey, these are the rules for the server rules, right? For the game server rules, and then for the Discord server rules, right? So at some point, same thing with Lemon Jester. It's like, okay, well, do I let somebody who's very disrespectful and it breaks all my rules and pretty much can do whatever they want as they please, and they still can play with me, and they can still insult everybody in my Discord? No, sirree, Bob. It does not work like that. Same thing with Lemon Jester. You're not gonna mock me, all right, and call and say I'm stupid or I'm not good at the game, right? And you're gonna make videos about me, whatever, and then you're gonna play on my server, bro. You are wrong. You are wrong, my guy. It does not work like that. All right, all right. It does not work like that. All right. Your actions will have repercussions. That's just the way it is, right? Some people, I highly doubt most admins will ever let you talk down to them or mock them, and you're gonna play on that server still. No, sirree, Bob. It doesn't work like that, right? So don't complain about it. You just better go rent your own server if that's the case, because if you're trying to revive the community and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like, being very resistant towards people is not really the best solution. The thing is, like, with myself, I've already explained to you, it's like, I don't want to be resistant towards people. But the thing is this, if you're not a good person, right? You don't act like a good person, right? I try to hear everybody out, even the people I don't like as much. I will still give them, I will still consider what they're saying, right? And I can give you an example, another example. It's like, look at Philman, for example. Philman, he gets on my nerves. You know why he gets on my nerves? Because he'll join games and he'll leave games, right? But his excuse, and this is how he thinks, he's like, oh, well, you know, the game got boring. It's either it gets boring or he gets bored, right? It's never like, oh, well, you know, the game wasn't filling up. I decided I don't have much time today, so I have to go. I have to, like, get a quick game in somewhere else that's full, and then you know, maybe next time if it's filled up, I'll play with you, right? So, like, you don't get a direct answer from some of these players, right? They'll just be like, oh, I wasn't thinking, I just did it, right? They give you some wishy-washy, beat around the bush answer, right? So I'm not really appreciative of, like, when people, like, join the games and they leave. Like, for example, what happened earlier. Benyola joined the game and then he dipped out, right? It's like, bro, why are you joining the game and dipping out? It's like, you know, all you gotta do is talk to me and be like, hey, man, can you rebalance the game? That's all you need to do. Or, hey, can you switch over and help me out? That's it. That's all you have to do. But, like, they dip out, you know what I mean? But, you know, I don't know what their expectations are. You know what I mean? That's what I don't understand. So they'll come and, you know, want to play on the server, but they'll talk about wanting to play on the server, but they don't play on the server. That's what I don't understand. You know, it's all there for them, but I feel like so many of them are in a clique that if not one of their persons from the clique are not in the game, then they're not playing with each other. It's kind of a weird situation, but going back to what I was saying about filming, it's like, yeah, you can't have a wishy-washy, you know, mentality. Be direct. Tell me exactly, you know, oh, why'd you leave? You know, oh, I got bored, right? Or he says, oh, I got bored, or you know, I didn't think. It's like, bro, just say, hey, man, you know what, the game wasn't full. I didn't want to sit and wait any longer, and I respect it, you know, because that's the truth. But also, it's like some of them, like, he'll be like, oh, well, Arm's in the game. I don't want to play against a cheater, right? Right? So Arm again, right? He's one of those players where people think he's a cheater. I mean, Maloki does the same thing too. He's like, oh yeah, this guy's a cheater, right? He'll be like, what's his name? He'll think Pro Genius is a cheater, right? And I'll tell you this, I've seen everybody's gameplay, right? I've seen all their gameplay footage, you know, but, like, no matter what, even if you watch the gameplay footage, people are still skeptical, right? They're just, there's an asterisk. There's always an asterisk. And people don't 100% believe that a lot of these players are legitimate. And what I don't like is, like, some of these players, like Lemon Jester, okay, because I'm going back and I'm talking about the PlayStation, and then I'm coming back and I'm comparing it to the Xbox, right? You have these same type of players where they're so competitive, and they just hate each other's guts, right? But they're all friends with each other, right? So they're like frenemies, and it's like it's kind of hard to run a business, bro. Because like if you're trying to bring people together, it's like you gotta settle each other's differences at some point. If you feel like, you know, you gotta squash the competition, then squash the competition. You know, if you're trying to bring people together and you want people to play B flag, for example, all right, then start hosting tournaments, right? If you want to build a community, that's how you do it. You host tournaments, you do weeklies. Maybe there's some money involved, there's pot bonuses, but then there's the underlying problem. People think that that person's cheating, so they don't enter the tournament. They don't want to play. They don't want to get involved with playing with these particular people because they're convinced that they're not playing fair, right? Because then you have mouse and keyboard, right? Then you have Chronos Max. Then you have the Sim 4, right? So now you have all these little potential problems that you're going to run into when you're playing an online tournament, right? Because accusations are the worst, right? And you don't want to be accused on an online tournament, right? You want to make sure that people are getting a fair game. There's no cheating. There's no unfairness, right? So that's why, like, when you have local tournaments, you will cut all that stuff, right? You cut all that stuff out. There is no cheating, right? You can inspect the controller. Everybody's physically there, right? So that's one of the things about, like, the controversy about this game and the community that is a little bit toxic, because when you're trying to bring them together, it's already very difficult, you know, because you're already gonna have language barriers. You're gonna have international players. You're gonna have U.S. players, right? You're gonna have a lot of like language barrier type stuff, and you know, that's just the way it is, unfortunately. But you know, like I said, I'm trying to like have a good time here. I'm trying to facilitate some games here, but it's hard. You know, I appreciate these guys. They're sticking it through and they're playing. You know, we did get the server filled up the other day and we were playing, and you know, I tried to get games that are fair for everybody. I don't want games that are like unfair, and that's fine. You can be good at the game, but that's the thing. Some players, there's a lot of controversy with them because people are not going to play with them because they have cheated before, or there's an accusation, you know, there's actual evidence, or they got images, right? Because these guys are in cliques, right? They're all in cliques. They all try to like befriend each other, and look, listen, I don't really have any loyalty towards them because they don't have any loyalty towards me. But some people I do have respect for, you know, because they are really solid players, but I can tell that they're good people. So I'm not always looking to kind of like, you know, kind of throw people under the bus or anything. But it's like when I see people that are rats, you know what I mean, or people who are like snitches, bro. I hate snitches. You know what I mean? Like, I try to look out for other people and be like, hey man, look, I know y'all hang out and stuff, but my man out here trying to manipulate everybody else. You know what I mean? My man trying to be Puppet Master Jr. over here, and it's like, listen, that's not cool, bro. Like, who likes being manipulated, right? If you ask anybody, the answer is gonna be no. You know, the answer is gonna be no. Majority of the time, it's gonna be no. No one likes being manipulated. Okay, nobody appreciates it. Like, that's just the way it is. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, I'm just being honest with you guys because I don't care about that drama. I really don't. Like, I try to be drama-free as much as possible, but a lot of times, man, it's kind of inevitable, and you're gonna have to face the music. You're gonna have to deal with it. But those are the challenges, you know what I mean, that you're gonna have to deal with on console, and especially like with Battlefield 3, at least on Xbox, I was dealing with some players, you know, that they, you know what I mean? Some players, like, it was very odd to me because, you know, I'm the admin. I put down in the rules, there's going to be balance, right? But if you switch them, they get upset about it, right? There's some people that actually legitimately get upset, and that's that whole entitlement issue that you have to deal with on console. That's not the same like on PC, right? So on PC, you have auto balance, and that's a pain in the ass too. But you can't do shit about it because the only servers you can play are those, right? So, if there was no more dice servers, then I think we wouldn't have this problem of having issue trying to fill up my server, because then people would have no option but to play it, just like how it is on PC. So one of the you know small caveats for console players that or for PC players, excuse me, is that they don't have any options except for like rented servers or private servers. Versus console players, they can technically just play any of the DICE hosted servers, and they can play however the hell they want, right? Which is how most of them behave and want to do anyways, right? So, and it's the same thing on Xbox. It's exactly the same thing on Xbox. So, but like I said, you gotta have like-minded people that are willing to do that and support you and stuff like that. Like, I'm never trying to like burn bridges. I'm usually never trying to do that, but like I said, I'm willing to like move on. Like if we have like a issue, like if I have like some dispute with somebody, I'm willing to like just kind of forget about it. It's kind of like, oh yeah, well tomorrow's a new day, right? That's how I am. Tomorrow's a new day. We don't have to think about it anymore. No, bro, I never played Call of Duty Ghosts, man. I never played Call of Duty Ghosts. Never played it. You said Ghost is good, my disc is crashed though. Oh.
Objective secured. You're doing a great job. Come on, keep it up and we can all get home soon.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I heard people complaining when Call of Duty like changed their map designs from like small maps to large maps. There was a big there was like some controversy with that design change.
We have neutralized the objective.
A lot of people didn't like it. Some people did like it. The extinction was forgotten. Yeah, I mean, I do need to play Call of Duty though on. I need to play it on the PlayStation. I haven't played it on the PlayStation in a while. I need to see how the. I kind of want to play on the PlayStation to see if the matchmaking got better, but I don't think it did. But I would like to see if it did. Maybe it did. I'm just wrong. Yeah, just I'm not too crazy of a Call of Duty player. You know, Call of Duty is cool. You know, never really got into it when it had came out. I just remember the commercials. The commercials were the coolest things in my opinion. Like, I love the commercials. Commercials were like the best. Because they had those really cool commercials where it's like
Pick up your med kit.
where it showed like what's his name?
First,
That guy from that one, what's that one movie called? I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it was called. Magic Mike. They had that guy from Magic Mike, and they had that dude from Superbad. That fat kid, fat nerdy kid, whatever his name was, I forgot his name. But those were fun. Those were great commercials. They were funny, right? They were hilarious. So
We have taken the objective. We now maintain and control all objectives.
what we at on kills?
The objective has been
99 and 42. Look at reach. Reach is at 124 and 36, bro. You playing like a super sweat. Playing like a super sweat.
The objective has been lost.
here's the first aid. spotted a hostile soldier in your AO. Over. Here's your ammo.
Be advised, objective has been neutralized. We have taken the objective.
It's a knife battle. I mean, if you want to have a knife battle, I mean, yeah, I apologize, guys. There's really not much going on here. I would have thought somebody would have quick matched in here, but
Be on the lookout. Spotted a hostile soldier. Over.
the heck? Alright, I'm like, whatever. I feel like I can kind of like go a little faster. I feel like I can turn my sensitivity up a little bit, but I want to kind of play a little. I want to play a full match the next time.
Keep your eyes wide. I spotted a hostile soldier. Over. There's your first aid kit. Pick it up.
He's a cheater. No cheater. Who you talking about? That was all me.
Keep your eyes wide. I spotted a hostile sniper. Over. Keep your eyes open. I've spotted a hostile soldier in your AO. Over.
Nice. There you go. Now you're trying to get how you're supposed to do it. He says very laggy for me right now. LOL. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it's gonna be laggy for everybody. You know. Yeah, man, I wish we could have had a full game, but like I said, man, it is what it is. Yeah, I think the next time I play though, I don't know if I'm gonna play. I might just play 2042. Honestly, I should have played 2042 because I knew it was gonna be like this. If I knew it was gonna be like this, then I wouldn't have played. I literally would have just played something else. Like I would have dead ass not even put this game in. I would just play something else. Hey, but GG's, man, GG's. Always fun playing with you guys. At least, you know, I'm sure we can get it full another time. I'm sure we can get more players in there eventually. Alright guys, GG's. Good night. Well, it just takes time, man. That's all it is. It takes time. It just takes time. It just takes time, man. Yeah, this one we can probably get this one filled up a lot easier, but I put Tehran Highway. But we'll play on this one next time if we do play, because this one's hard to get going because most of the time everybody's already playing like on GTHC server all the time, so, and it's always the same people. So best thing, we could play on here and then completely demolish those guys, but I'm not trying to go and do all that stuff. Like they're 7 players. You see what I'm saying? It's like they're playing 7 players, right? We're playing 4 players, or we're playing 5 players at one point, right? You know, it's kind of dying down a little bit. When you look at this right here, look, Battlefield 3, BF3 Classic only right here. These are all of the quick match players right here. These are all quick match. And then Maloki server is always pretty popular, right? Because everyone likes playing, they like playing, you know, TDM. He has a lot of rules though. That's the only thing. He has a lot of rules on his servers. Like, I wouldn't even run that many rules like that, but You know, a lot of people will play on there, right? Like he has more rules than I do, because he bans and limits weapons and right. And then you have this server right here, Austin server, right? And these guys are the biggest click. And look, and this guy's a cheater right here. This guy right here uses one shot, right? But I think Haas, they use, see, look, and Bignola's over here. Look, he's right here. Look, he's playing, and this guy uses one-shot hacks, right? All the time he uses one-shot hacks. So it's like they're playing Metro. You see, like, there's things that just don't make no sense, right? You're just like, well, why are they playing on there? It makes no sense, right? Unless they're paying extra money and they can use cheats or something, or maybe they know one of those people, right? You don't even know, like, half of the story, right? You don't even know. So it's like, this guy is known for using one-shot hacks, right? This guy right here. He always cheats. And, you know, all these guys, like, they're playing, right? They're playing on this server, right? They're playing on here. They're playing this. I'm just surprised that these guys would tolerate, you know, playing with someone that cheats. So, like, when somebody complains to me, right, and they're like, oh, I don't want to play on there because they cheat, right? Well, you guys are watching it right now. It's like these guys, right? All these guys right here, right? If any of them complain to me, it's like, well, what are y'all complaining about? Y'all were playing literally in a server where there is a cheater in the game, right? Like, unless he gets banned right away, but it just don't make no sense to me. So yeah, but see, like, there's not really that many games going right now. You're gonna have this, right? You're gonna have this going, and then what sucks is that, yeah, you have these servers, right? This is gonna die soon here. Everyone's gonna stop playing. They're either gonna get disconnected, right, or they're just gonna you know, it's gonna be too much camping and people don't want to play it no more. Right, see, like, look, these guys are already leaving, right? Because they're probably all getting wrecked, right? The other guy left, Sarkis left, as per usual, because that's what he does, right? He'll just leave, and he'll probably just join one of these games. Like, this guy's still here. He'll probably join this one right here, and then play like how he was playing the other day, using the Soul Flam, putting it at the front of the harbor the front of the harbor, right? And then just lock onto all the fucking helicopters that take off and get easy designated target kills and assists. Yeah, so you don't really have, like, really good choices here, right? Like, the dice servers have good variety, but that's the only, if they don't have any, like, players cheating, then, you know, you can have some decent fun with your friends, right? You can get together and just have, you know, just kind of just play and have fun. But, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Like, when it comes to, like, having a community, it's hard because, you know, I'm telling you from a first-hand, you know, from my perspective, my experience, it's hard to get people to join these games a lot of times. It really is. It's not that easy. It's not that easy, you know, and a lot of times the community, they don't really appreciate it a lot of times. Some of them do. Some of them do appreciate it, but it's like, you know, for the times that I've facilitated games for the community, I've done that for them, right? I've done that for everybody that wanted to play Battlefield 3 on PS3, right? I've brought game, like, for example, I'll give you an example. I'm not talking out of my ass. It's like Scene Crossing, for example, right? For the longest time, it was hosted by Blow Shit Up on Scene Crossing, right? And then eventually the guy just didn't renew the servers, right? And then what happened from there? It's like, nobody was playing Scene Crossing anymore. And then, I wanted to, some people even asked me, hey, can we use your server to play Scene Crossing? I put Scene Crossing on there, and then everybody would play it, right? And I try to respond to the community, right? If they say, hey, we like to play these games, right? I try to facilitate that, right? But you know what I mean? It's hard. You don't get a lot of loyalty, you know what I mean? You don't get a lot of loyalty at the end. People won't be like, oh yeah, I remember Anthony when we didn't have these servers, or you know what I mean? I remember when Scene Crossing, when no one was running Scene Crossing servers, he lent out his server to be played on Scene Crossing, right? Right. I gotta remind the community about it because I did do that. You know what I mean? I did do that, or I try to like provide people 100% conquest games, right? Just regular conquest games for the casual players, right? That was my whole spiel about it. Yeah, you had a lot of people that are like, oh, we want 300%, we want 400%, right? But I was getting players that were filling up my server. They would play it, and it would be great, right? And then I would get people telling me, oh yeah, this guy was cheating, or that guy was cheating. And then eventually I got the Discord going, and then we started banning more people, and then more people started coming in. But like I said, you got these cliques, and I have to kind of like separate myself from those people. I gotta keep a distance, is what I'm trying to say. I gotta keep a distance. So I gotta be professional, but I can't be too close to people because like I've talked about it. It's like these guys, they'll befriend you so they can become admin, but then they're not being fully honest with you. They're not being forthcoming towards you, right? There are things that they're not telling the truth, right? And you should not just give up your you shouldn't make friendship with people that don't really earn it in the first place. Like they don't even try to earn it, or they'll say stuff behind your back, and that's how it is, man. It's just how it is. Especially if you're dealing with young kids, that's just how it is. For the adults, not so much, but for the younger crowd, because there are younger people that play this game, they're gonna do that, right? Because they're cliquey, right? They're very cliquey. So, and I know they do that because I see the screenshots, bro. People send me screenshots. People send me all kinds of stuff, bro. Everybody's a snitch, okay? Like y'all don't realize it, and I don't say any names. I don't really say any names, and I don't bring it up because I really don't care about it too much. I try not to like care about it a lot. I try to just ignore it and just facilitate my own games, because when I facilitate my own games, I can say whatever the hell I want because I'm filling up the server. You know what I mean? And that's it. And the same thing when it comes to, like, for example, like Reach. He's always a supporter. I would say Reach is probably one of the only people that I know that I really appreciate because, he's always trying to fill up the servers when he gets a chance. When he has the time to do it, he will do it, right? And I really appreciate it. Even if the game is only 2-on-2, he's there with me, right? Because I'm right there with him too, right? So I'm not playing and then leaving, right? I'm staying there until we fill it up. And if we don't successfully fill it up, then, we're going to try again the next day. Or we'll try it the next time, right? The next time we get a chance. So, we are putting in the effort, and I'm putting in the effort. And it is what it is, man. If they don't want, people don't want to play with me, that's totally fine. That's their choice. And then go play on GTHT server. But like I said, I have self-respect, and I'm not going to allow myself to let people, or I'm not going to allow other people come to my server or to my house and think they can insult me or pretend like they don't owe anything to anybody. They can come in here and do as they please. That's not going to happen. So, and some of these players, like I said, very controversial. And I think it's just better in general to just not be associated with them because they don't they've chosen and they've proven to me that they can't behave. You know what I mean? They can't act like regular, normal human beings, right? It has to be this constant bad banter back and forth, and I've mentioned that before. It's like I don't like it when my friends in the chat or the people that I'm talking to in the chat or that play the game, they're fighting, right? I don't. That was one of my biggest things. They start fighting in the chat, and they're fighting in the Discord, right? It's like cats fighting each other. You know what I mean? It's like little girls fighting each other. You don't you don't want that to happen. So I want people for the most part to be kind of chill. We can all hang out. We can all like get along. That's what I want as a community. You know what I mean? Because I don't want people to be like, oh yeah, well those guys, they're always fighting. I don't want them to look at us and be like, yeah, those guys are all constantly fighting each other. You know what I mean? Or they got a bunch of cheaters, right? And people will already say that. I already know they do. They're just like, oh, Anthony has cheaters on his server, right? And look at Lemon Jester, right? Lemon Jester's like, oh, Anthony's a cheater because he plays mouse and keyboard. It's like, bro, I've never ever lied to anybody. I've always told them I played mouse and keyboard when I first started playing this game. When I came back to playing it, because that's what I was playing on PS4. Because I was like, well, I want to play on controller. I don't want to play on controller. I want to play on mouse and keyboard, and that's what I did to play the game. I mean, that was my preference. That's my choice, right? Because I played arcade games, so people can play controllers. People can play arcade sticks, right? And you played people with controller, and you played people with arcade sticks, and then you have hitboxes, and you get to play with people with hitboxes. And guess what? Hitboxes are the most busted controller you'll ever play against, and you would think they're cheating, but that's a matter of preference, right? And it's legal in a tournament, right? So then you have this like whole thing with like, okay, now it's a matter of preference, right? But do you judge somebody by their preference, right? Should you judge somebody by their preference? I don't think you should, but the thing is, there are some underlying issues when it comes to using mouse and keyboard, right? There's people that will use mouse and keyboard, but then they turn on the aim assist, right? And that's where we're having, that's where you're gonna have an issue a lot of times. And guess what? There's people who do that. There are actual people who do that. They have a mouse and keyboard. They turn on. They don't care. They do not care. They have aim assist on, and they're using mouse and keyboard, and it's like, it's crazy sometimes, man. It's like, they do that. But I understand, like, from a controller purist standpoint, right? But some of the controller guys are kind of ridiculous. They're just like, oh, it's got to be a PS3 controller. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to go that far. But, like, for me, all I say is this, like, if you're on mouse and keyboard, just make sure you turn off the aim assist. You know what I mean? Like, just do me a favor and do that, right? But here's the thing. It's like, if I say, oh, yeah, we'll turn off the aim assist, are you going to turn off the aim assist, right? I can't go behind your PlayStation 3 and force you to do anything, right? So that's the other thing, right? So you allow a player to continue playing on your server if they're playing on mouse and keyboard, right? But for the most part, I would prefer players, like, if you use mouse keyboard, just turn off the aim assist. I don't care if you play on mouse and keyboard. I feel like most players nowadays are gonna play people on mouse and keyboard and controller. Same thing on console. On PC, if you play on PC, there's people who play on controller. So I don't think it's a question of should you allow it or not. I think it's fine. Now in a tournament, if we're gonna do a tournament, right, bro, you can't have no mouse and keyboard in a tournament, right? You cannot have no mouse and keyboard in a tournament. I will be 100% behind anybody who says that and campaigns for it. I'd be right there with them, because if you're gonna be on console and you're gonna have a tournament, you have to kind of even the playing field, right, at that point, because you got to make sure that You know, if money's online, we're not doing that, because if we want to play on mouse and keyboard, we can do a PC tournament, right? But when it comes to the controller situation, it has to be legal controllers, right? And I would go as far as say like anything within the boundaries of a legal controller, right? So a controller that doesn't have any like it can't have any multi-tap features like rapid fire, right? Any fast button pressing, you can't have that, right? You cannot have no Cronus Max. You cannot have no Sim 4, right? It has to be a factory controller, right? And it could be an Xbox controller if you want to, but it cannot have any features of like rapid fire. And like for example, the Brook XE2 that I have, right? The Brook XE2. This adapter allows you to use any controller, right? You can use a Nintendo Switch Pro controller with this. You can use an Xbox Elite controller. You can use a regular Xbox controller, right? You have a lot of options to play on the PS3 any controller to your preference. But one of the most important features that this thing has, because Brook is a very reputable company, they have a tournament mode that you can select on this device, on this USB drive. So it is tournament legal to use. So you can make sure that, and you can verify it too by plugging it in, and it has the option to have tournament legal. So you can make sure that there's no rapid fire. You're not going to have any issues with that, right? So that's one of the cool things about this device, you know, because they're intended for people to use any controller they want in a tournament, but it has to have standards, right? There are tournament standards, and those features are there, right? So it's a nice thing. Now I don't use it that often, but like for the PS5 controller, right? It's a legal controller, right? If you want to use a PS5 controller, you can use a PS5 controller. If you want to use a PS4 controller, you can use a PS4 controller. If you want to use PS3, whatever, you can use a PS3 controller, right? So and the same thing would be like, hey, if you want to use a PS2 controller, right? As long as there's not any like anything that gives you like rapid fire, right? It just allows you to just use the basic functions of the controller, then then it's approved, right? So that's how I see it, when it comes to playing in a tournament. And that's why I want to play on controller, because I want to throw a tournament, but I don't want to play. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to play on mouse and keyboard, because I knew I would be able to do it. I can tell you guys, oh yeah, well I'm not gonna play on mouse and keyboard. I'm not gonna do it. So I'd rather play on controller. But also, I play on controller, and I learn to get better on the controller. But it doesn't take me It doesn't take me much to get better at the controller, because the skill is still there, right? You still know how to play the game. It's just adapting to the analog sticks, adapting to the technique, right? That's all that it is. Coming from PC to controller, and some people are like, oh, how come you don't play on controller on PC? And it's like, bro, my preference is actually to play on mouse and keyboard, right? I like playing mouse keyboard. Now, would I do that for shits and giggles, right? Would I do that for fun? Of course. Absolutely. I would love to play on controller on PC one of these days and actually show that, hey, you can still play really well as long as you know how to play the game, right? If you know how to play the game, you know the strategies, right? And listen, some people say I don't know how to play the game, but I'm just saying, like, if you know the strategies, you know what to do, you can do pretty decent, I think. So I don't want that's why I like doing these little challenges, because it shows that people can do it, and I would hear people when I was playing on mouse and keyboard, I'd hear people complain. The biggest complaint was like, oh, well, you have the advantage because you have a mouse, or you can point, right? We have to use our thumbs, right? But I'm playing on controller, and yeah, you have you know, it may seem that way because, you know, the accurate, like holding recoil with a mouse may be a little bit easier to a certain degree, but for me, I'd be biased because, you know, I prefer a mouse and keyboard, right? But I already know how to control recoil. But with a controller, I'm starting to see that it's not that difficult. You know, it's just a matter of time. And I've seen good players on controller, bro. You would think they had no recoil. If you watch them, you would have thought they were playing on a mouse and keyboard. You know what I mean? You would have thought like, oh, this guy's on mouse keyboard. I can't tell, right? And I had people even tell me that's like, bro, I was like, how are you moving that way, right? And you know, people always ask like, how do you move quick? And I tell them the same thing. Just you gotta start at sensitivity, and then you're gonna move up to the next sensitivity. You know, it's kind of the situation with like the field of view. At least for me, that's how it was. Like your body adjusts, your eyes adjust to a certain FOV, and after a while, it's like, you know, I felt like I needed to make my FOV wider because I was already like getting used to that 90 so much, and I felt like I can actually increase it. You know, I felt like I could increase the field of view, and it did help. You know, being able to increase it to 100. So it's like, I don't know. I might even change it to 105. Right. I don't know until that time comes when I improve my skill to where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm comfortable at playing at 105. I'm comfortable at playing at 110. You know what I mean, and so on and so forth, right? It's like when you play the piano, right? You play the guitar, right? If you're learning a song, you're gonna play at a slow tempo. You're not gonna go at a fast tempo. You're not gonna play the song exactly how it sounds on the soundtrack or on the CD, whatever, right? You're gonna slowly work yourself up to it, little by little, day by day, week by week, you know. And then you set these goals. You know, you're like, hey, I want to get to this sensitivity, or I want to be able to implement these tactics and strategies while I'm playing the controller, right? Or while I'm playing the mouse and keyboard, right? Because there's some controller players, it's, you know, it's the opposite. It's like controller players can't even think of the idea of playing on mouse and keyboard because to them, they're just so used to playing on controller, right? But, you know, if anything, it just shows how I'm very good at adapting. Like if you pay attention to how I play, I adapt quite a bit. Like I play different games. I go back and forth playing different games. I'm playing on different controllers, right? You know, I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, then I'm playing on an Xbox controller, then I'm playing on a PlayStation controller. You see, like, and that's not easy to do. Not everybody can do that. You know, you're adapting. You know, and playing in a tournament is adapting is probably one of the most important things to do in the most crucial moments because you don't have a lot of time. A lot of times in a tournament because it could be a time tournament, right? Or it can be a 2 out of 3 scenario, right? So you can only make so many mistakes, and you got to adapt, right? So you got to pick on to what people are doing. You got to pay attention to how people are playing. Those are very, very key moments that you got to pay attention on the fly. You can't take 10, you know, you can't die 10 times and realize, oh yeah, I should have known he was right? You should have known it after the first death that he was going to be right there. So it's like, those are like things you got to annotate as you're playing. You got to be like, okay, I died here. Oh, because homie was camping right there. All right, well, how do we like stop him from doing that? Do we ignore him for now? Or do we go somewhere else? Or do we try to go again, right? You have to think of it that way. It's kind of like a process of elimination, right? You're gonna try one tactic. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, how can we try to get to that part of the objective, right, without dying? Or at least if we die, we take him out, right? Because you're always gonna get a little bit of information when you're playing these games, especially BF3. you're always gonna see what's going on when you die, so you're gonna be able to analyze the moment, or at least the where that enemy was. You're gonna be able to see what's going on a little bit. So you gotta try to take in as much information as possible. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it, man. Appreciate everybody coming by. Thank you so much. GG's Breach, thank you so much. Zaverword, GG's Casrola, thank you for coming by. Leo, appreciate everybody coming by. Too Quick, Too Easy, Pro Genius, Battlefield Soldier. Muhammad came by, and No Slack Tanker, Cool Boy, and Travis. We're hoping we'll get some play. We'll get some games the next time. And Big Cat, he came by. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it, man. Appreciate everybody coming by. Tomorrow we'll see what we're gonna do tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow, so I can't promise you guys anything, but tomorrow we'll see what happens. You know, I might play 2042 tomorrow just because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get any games in here. You know what I mean? Everybody's so you know, everyone's kind of like, unless we have like a surplus of players, then yeah, we could probably fill it up, but everyone's like, so everyone's got their plans and the servers they're playing. So, but yeah, guys, it's gonna be it. Appreciate everybody coming by. Thanks so much, and I will catch you guys on the next one. All right, guys, peace out. Good night. Bye.
Spotted a hostile soldier in your AO. Over.